Good morning. Shabbos Hagadol, and we have to know why is it called Shabbos Hagadol, and why do we celebrate this Shabbos Hagadol with Avodah Mayinu and everything, and the Shabbos before Pesach. At first glance, we learn that the whole reason why we have the Shabbos Hagadol is because on the 10th of Nisan, you should take it ba'asr la'chodesh. On the 10th of Nisan, you should take the sheep, and it was done with Mesirus Nefesh. So basically, why don't we celebrate it on Yud Nisan? The Mitzrayim came over to the Jews on the 10th of Nisan. What's happening? Oh, they see Jews with a sheep. What's going on? Oh, well, God is going to hit all the firstborn of the Egyptians. Oh, yes? What's happening? He told us to shech this animal. Oh, wait a second. HaKadosh Baruch Hu told Moshe Rabbeinu that Moshe Rabbeinu said that if you take the sheep, they will kill us, because this is the Avodah Zarah of the Egyptians. They bow down to this animal. They took it anyway. So the Egyptians know God already. They know when God speaks, it happens. And we should know that too also. When God speaks, it happens. When we get a blessing, Birchas Kohanim, it happens. When God speaks, it happens. When God speaks, the world was created from that. So basically, they knew what's going to happen. They right away ran to Parai. They went to their fathers and started demanding, let the Jewish people out of Egypt already. Come on, what is going on with you? Why are we staying here? Why are we thick-headed? No, we're not letting the Jewish people out of Egypt. They started fighting. And there was this massive war in between the Egyptians themselves. It was a civil war. And they started fighting and they killed each other. So why don't we make it on Yud Nisan then? On the 10th of Nisan, why do we wait until Shabbos Hagadol? It says in Shulchan Aruch, Miriam passed away on Yud Nisan. But let's look at the fact of Yud Nisan in general. In general, all Yomim Tovim, all holidays, Jewish holidays, is on a certain day of the month. It's on a certain day of the month. Shavuos is on the 50th day from Pesach. Pesach is on the 15th day of Nisan. Nisan's Sukkot, 15th day of Tishrei. Why are we doing it on Shabbos for? That's the question over here. Why are we doing this on Shabbos? So there's a difference between the sun and the moon. The moon has a new birth, so to say, every single month. The shine gets smaller, and then it gets a new birth, which that is higher than nature. That means that every new thing is like higher than nature, like breaks nature. And that's why we have all these Yom Tovim of breaking nature. Even Purim, it was done through nature, but she went in fasting. It wasn't the right thing to do in normal actions. So we see that the Shabbos weekdays is more like it happens every single day, the same strength, and that's what the great miracle of Shabbos HaGadol is. How great this Shabbos is, because Gadol Hashem Mahula Ma'od Be'ir Elokeinu. That where do you see God's greatness is in this world. That means when they hit their own people, that is a natural thing. And when miracles permeate the existence, that's where you say Gadol is great. And that's why we celebrate Shabbos HaGadol. In nature, no chidush of Levana, new things. It's a norm. And that's why, when is it Gadol? When it's an Ir Elokeinu, when it's infused in this world. And that's what we have to know always. That what permeates our existence is greater than what knocks our existence. And that's what we see. When Hashem created the world, He saw that the world will never be able to exist with Midas Hadin knocking us over. He sent us over Midas HaChesed. Kindness permeates the existence. We cannot be a kafir toivenik. When He knocks us, we don't give a thanks so much. But when He gives us with chesed, kindness, it permeates our existence. And that is greater. And by our service to God, to make us vessels for the highest revelations, like it says in Tanya, that if God revealed Himself in the world, we'll be blown away. When Mashiach comes, we'll have the same miracle of the Makim Mitzrayim of Chaydeim. That it comes into our existence. In the existence of nature, they hit their own people. So Be'ez Hashem, learn Hasidus. Take it into your system. Don't knock your system. Take it in. And Be'ez Hashem, Ein Sof, Atzmos, will internalize in our system. That the whole world will be filled with the essence of God. So Be'ez Hashem, let's know that when God hits the enemy, it could be in the way of a nature, but that's the purpose. Earthquakes all over the world. It's God. People say, well, an earthquake. And people say, well, there was a tornado. But God runs the world. God knows exactly how to take care of the enemies of the Jews. And when you have all these great thunderstorms, pouring of rain, floods, it's all God. So with God's help, we're about to internalize all these miracles. Like the Rebbe says regarding the Gulf War, the general brought 30,000 body bags. And I don't think he had to use even one. There were great miracles that everyone saw, but it's also in nature also. So God should help. We should internalize our Chassidus, internalize our Judaism. Not start with Judaism is in our heart. We are Jews in our heart. Bring it in from the outside. And permeate your existence with tefillin, with tzedakah, with Neir Shabbos Kodesh, with every mitzvah you do, and the learning of Torah should be b'pnimius. And Be'ez Hashem will have the pnimius of Ein Sof by the ultimate redemption. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe King Mashiach forever and ever.